Hi there, everyone. This is Stephanie Lin with Sandbox, and I have here with me today Alex Chen, who is the founder of an incredible restaurant reservation startup called Easy Table. They're really big in Southeast Asia right now, and they're based in Taipei, Taiwan, which is where we're at. And so thank you so much, Alex, for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie.
You've raised over $15 million to date from MediaTek and other venture capitalists.
Yes.
Offices in Taipei, Bangkok, Jakarta, and over 8,000 restaurants currently use your business.
Yes.
Now, you guys were in a very, very different place when you started the company 7 years ago, though.
Yeah, we started Easy Table back in 2008. After I came back with my other three high school classmates, and we started this business in Taipei. Actually, I remember the first 100 restaurants we approached, nobody would even giving us a chance to meet them. Every week there would definitely be some restaurants that already made the appointment with us. But then when we went to the restaurant, they just didn't show up, and then we just sit there and then wait 3 hours for nothing. It's not easy, and you just need to get people's trust.
How did you get those first 100 businesses to sign on to your platform?
I would say that half of the reason is luck, that we just happened because you try to approach a lot of restaurants. Eventually you will meet some nicer guys and some crazier guys that they are more non-traditional type of restaurant owners, and then they just see that, hey, you guys are four young guys and we support you, and then we admire your entrepreneurship style. The second half is that we keep improving our business development strategy. That if the first 100 restaurants they didn't want to join us, we will definitely figure out why and what kind of service, product, pricing plan, or the way we talk to them, we offer them, what can be improved. So the next 100 restaurants we approach, we will have a better saying and better offerings, and give us more chance.
So you started out with your scrappy team of 4 people.
Yes.
And what were some of your first steps? What was the plan?
One thing I think good for us is that we are doing a restaurant business. We don't have accounting financial to do because we don't have income. And then we don't have legal things. So the only 2 things we can do is that one is build product, and the second thing is that talk to restaurants. And since we have 4 people there, and only 1 people know how to build a product, which is our engineering classmate. So we locked them down in his room, and then
Build
he's like,
code.
and he's like coding like 24 hours a day, and then the other 3 guys, we just go out and do all kinds of selling and business development.
And what were some of the initial challenges that you ran into when you were pitching?
Education. I think back in 2008, this idea of putting reservation online instead of only just traditionally people think about reservations by calling restaurant phone number. This kind of concept was very, very new in Taiwan. So when we approach restaurants, they just didn't understand. We had to really try very hard persuading them that, online reservation is the trend.
You pitch these businesses, you say, hey, we have this restaurant reservation service. We believe we're going to bring you more customers. Every time someone makes a reservation, you have to give us a cut. And they say no. How did you guys iterate from there?
We try many different things. We try to monetize from not only restaurants, we also try to monetize from the users, trying to create a membership program. But then we also realize that unless you have a very, very large base of members, otherwise a paying member thing you also cannot survive. Had a lot of cooking class, but then we also realized that by operating a class, a school, a cooking school, it also has a lot of operation issues, and it's also very hard to make money. We decided that we start selling vouchers besides our reservation. That worked. In the US term, we are more like selling gift cards. So we are combining reservation service with the gift card selling. We found out that people who making reservation, if you upsell them, if you push them to buy vouchers after reservation, it's very likely that they will also buy the vouchers, because since they are already planning to go to that restaurant, why not get something cheaper or a better?
Get a better deal.
Yeah, better deal.
You've stuck to that model
Yes.
for the last few years,
Yes.
and that's panned out
Yeah.
quite well for you. Are there any other new features? What new direction that you're taking the business in?
We are now doing internally we call it business class. So we create a business class reservation level for people who are willing to prepay while they are making reservations, can get, again, no matter it's better deals or privileges. If you ask any restaurant owner in the world, they will tell you that the biggest worry or problem for them is no-show. But now, if I tell you that this is a guaranteed window table, but you need to prepay for that, then people who really want to get window table will definitely be willing to prepare for that.
And that's why you choose to target those fine dining restaurants,
Yes.
because people who are patrons to fine dining restaurants, they really want to secure their space in that
Exactly.
very special restaurant, which is why that model
Exactly.
works. So now your business is now, not only can you make reservations at fine dining restaurants, you can also purchase vouchers for those restaurants, and you can prepay for special tables within those restaurants
Yeah,
as well.
then you can get privileges.
Tell me about the time where you almost thought you would lose the business.
Oh yeah, I think almost every stop during the way there's some financial trouble, and I remember our first financial trouble was after about a year, a little more than a year. We were running out of our money from our four co-founders. So one day I gathered three of them and said that we probably can only last another 2 weeks. But then after one day, a former colleague of mine, when I was in H Fund, we're not talking to each other for more than a year. And then he just dropped me a message and said that, hey, I have a CD, a certificate of deposit in Taiwan, and then they asked me to renew it, and I realized that it's not actually making money because the interest rate is really low. And I heard that a year ago you told me that you were coming back to Taiwan and did something like Open Table. I love that idea. I don't know if you need some money. So that just happened, and
Wow.
I just cannot explain it. If I decided to quit, then even if he wants to offer me money, the money is no use. So just be there, and one day something would happen.
Be persistent, be resilient,
Persistent, yeah.
believe in the business, and
Exactly.
Opportunity might come knocking.
Right.
And now you have $15 million raised, which is pretty nice.
Trust me, getting money is also a big challenge. It means more and more pressure. Yeah.
So with all the pressure,
Yeah.
what keeps you motivated? Because running a startup, running a business that's growing so rapidly is tough.
So I want to be influential. I want to bring something beneficial to the society and to the world. And I found the best way, the most powerful way to do it is becoming an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. Then, people or society will start listening to you and, consider your advice. Otherwise, if I'm just staying home and like posting on my Facebook and just getting some likes from my friends, the world doesn't change.
What are some of your personal tips and tricks when it comes to getting funds for your business?
I think you just have to be a good salesperson. You have to sell really hard to people about your dream, your team, your product, your service, your company, your future, your vision, your goals. And like finding an investor is like you don't need to make every investor believe in you or make every investor like you. You just need to make one investor who is willing to put money and put his or her trust in you. That's enough. That's already a good start.
What are 3 tips that you would give to startup founders who are listening?
Make sure that you are always in full speed or even full 120% speed, because nowadays everything is there is no secret anymore. So a lot of time the competition based on how fast and how well you execute. And I think how fast and how well all depends on speed, because if you have more speed, then you will have more rooms, more space to optimize your execution. So that's the first thing. And second thing is you have to know how to sell yourself and sell your startup. Make people, be comfortable about what you are expressing, no matter it's verbally or physically. Just like Steve Jobs, when he does the presentation, people immediately understand what he's talking about. And the third thing is need to be always to be positive, because there will be every day there will be things that make you sad, make you angry, make you disappointed. Logically, there is nothing you can explain in order to make you still believe in yourself. The only thing you can stand there is that you have this overwhelming, unexplainable positiveness in your mind, and you just hold up onto it, and then until one day the sunlight comes in.
What would you say to the startup founder that's out there who really who's maybe struggling right now? They're having trouble finding funding, investors, or even just facing resistance from, maybe their parents or society in general. What would you say to them?
Stay there and talk to people. I found out a lot of founders, when they are depressed, they are disappointed, they tend to close the door and then stay in the room and cry to himself or herself. That's very, very common. I did that before as well. So, but you just cannot do that. You have to persistent. So you have to, just try to hang there, but at the same time try to talk to your friends or all kind of people. It's better to be a fellow entrepreneur. A 2-hour or 1 hour talk might give you something special.
A spark of inspiration.
Yeah, a spark.
And plus those conversations will help you understand sort of everyone's kind of going through the same thing.
Yeah,
We
or go onto YouTube and watch our show.
Yeah. And you'll see that all
yeah.
startup founders,
Yeah.
we do go through our fair share of challenges. What's next for EasyTable and for you?
Unlimited expansion. Currently we are only in several countries, but my goal is actually on the screen. You can see our mission is to let people reserve any restaurant they want anytime, anywhere. So if we want to make that statement true, we need to expand more quickly and get more good restaurants to join our platform.
That's Alex Chen, everybody. Thank you so much for being on the show, founder of EasyTable. And if you are in the Taipei area or if you're in Southeast Asia, be sure to check out EasyTable. You can download it for free on your phone.
Yeah, I always enjoy.
Okay, great, cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Okay,
Stephanie.
good luck with the business. You came to the United States to get your undergrad degree.
Go UCLA!
Go Bruins! This is Stephanie Lin, and you're watching Sandbox. And today I am here with the incredible Wei Ting Lu, who is the founder of Code Mentor.